Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I can't keep stressing. What a wonderful morning. So, today, do you know what today is? Today is July the 31st. So, first, happy TGIF. And I want to say congratulations to you all. But we're not finished. We still have some hours to get those final word counts in. And I am just so happy to have you here. Good morning, unicorn. Let me put this up. How are you? You recommend? Oh, thank you. That made my day. That is a big winning there for me. So yeah, I'm so glad you joined us. It's July the 31st. It's our final day for July CampNaNoWrimo. And I just want you all to know, no matter where you at with your writing goals or your project, you are still a winner. You know why? Because you are one step closer to where you want to be. You are where you farther than you were when you first started. Yes, imagine yesterday I reached my goal. Oh my gosh, I did. Oh, I'm still having time with these comments. Today I'm going to be changing my tense, the tense of my story, and revising to make. Oh, you're going to do this. I truly believe you will. You know what? When I first started, I didn't know if I was writing in third person or first person. I was so confused. I was going back and forth until I finally settled in first person. So, yes. Good morning, Hatch. It's good to see you. Oh, amazing. That is really, 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 really good. I'm so proud of you all. You know, we've really been consistent. We're not going to think about the days we didn't show up because we was consistent whether we was here or elsewhere. And even if it was just in thought, because your story is a part of you. So I'm really proud of all of us. You know, we made it through from July the 1st through July the 31st. I gained new friends. Y'all are my family, my extended family, and I really, really appreciate you all. Are you going to be doing? Yes, I am, because the journey don't stop. Just because Camp Nano is over with, it continues. We need to continue either with this story or another project, and I'm with you for life. You know, as long as, God's willing, I'm here to support you. And whether you know it or not, you support me every day. Not just by being here, but just knowing the inspiration I get from you all. And it makes me want to be more consistent because I am not time conscious. But I have been really good during this time, extremely well, just by showing up and getting up every morning. I didn't meet my goal, but I did 30. Oh, that is amazing. And you got a new job. Oh, you deserve this. Congratulations. So you did a lot, and you need to be proud of that and embrace it. You know, that's more words than you had, like I said, when you first started. So you did reach a goal. You might have, I would call it your ultimate goal because you're still working on it, your ultimate goal, but you got more words than you had when you first started. And I can't keep stressing that. And my mantra here is one word, one sentence, one paragraph, one page at a time. And yeah, we did it. So yesterday I was on a roll. I woke up yesterday morning, I guess around 2 or 2:30. I had the ending of my story in mind, and I had to wake up and write it. And this is the first time I wrote out of order. And I don't know why I went to the end and wrote it. I seen it, and this was after the murder. I mean, after that final moment when your MC is in that conflict, battling for their life with the murderer. This is for a cozy mystery. Well, I wrote the scenes after that. So when I got on stream yesterday, I went back to write that scene. And after we got off the stream, I continued to work on that stream because I was determined to get my goal. And I reached it. I wrote, I can't remember, I think it was a total of 75K. Let me check right quick. I'm doing multiple things on my computer today, and I'm only using one if you notice. I did, let's see. How many words did I actually write yesterday? I'm so proud of that. Hold on. Oh, I mean, I can see that. Hold on 1 second. I wrote 75,369 words to my cozy mystery. And that's was amazing. Now, back in November, excuse me, I wrote 196,000, and I tossed that away after looking back at it in January. It was horrible. It was awful. There was no pattern. I just was so distracted and not distracted. I was discouraged and I threw it away. And after reading some books and listening to other people's YouTube, my favorite book was The Snowflake Method. I read that and I went over and I realized not every step was relevant to me. I made it work for me. And once this is over, I'm going to read Save the Cat. And my first draft was very organized. It was so organized that if I put it aside and come back to it a month or 2 months later, I'm pleased because I can take each section and I organize it by chapters, actually by scenes that are converted into chapters. And I think I end up with like 37, maybe not that many, maybe 35 chapters. I'm not sure. But that's enough material for me to work and refine my story. So, yeah, I'm extremely proud of that. I'm beyond proud of that. Let's see, what did I miss? So, unicorn, hey man, this is the best way to start the day when I have. Yes, that's how I feel because you get it out the way. There's no excuse when it comes midday to do your writing because when you woke up, it's out. And plus, it's fresh in your mind at that, too. That's how I look at it. You say, ooh, I can't wait for the future streams. You're so encouraging. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some more things that I can do to help encourage you because, like I said, it encouraged me too. And I hadn't decided on a schedule, but we're gonna take a few days off, and it's cool because it's the weekend. So I'll probably be back Monday. This is a habit now, and I'm loving it. And plus, I'm working on another project. I like haiku, and I notice a lot of people don't know about a haiku or they not impressed by a haiku. So my deal is I want to introduce a haiku to everyone because it's so easy to do, and I think with the pandemic that we're going through right now, it allows us to just sit down and reflect and to appreciate everything around us, life in its simplicity with all the complexities. So I wrote my first haiku, which is Echoes and Whispers Haiku for Nano Writers. But this one is gonna be more of a gratitude with everything we're going through. And now I have another project. It's called Heartstrings. I'm working on a book of haiku. It's gonna take you through the journey of love. And just like with grief, you go through different stages of grief. With love, you go through a whole lot of stages through love. And I've come up with 7 different stages of love from when you first see somebody, that physical attraction, love at first sight, you think, until all the issues you have throughout the relationship until that final commitment. So I want to get that one out by Valentine's Day. But the gratitude that I'm working with now, I want to probably try to get it out by maybe right after Labor Day. So I'm gonna be working on that. Let's see. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me give us all a hand applause. So yeah, I want to continue encouraging you. I don't want you to stop, but I do want you to take a little break. If you still feel like you need to get those goals in before you take that break, don't stop. Just keep going. Wake up every morning. This weekend, like I said, I won't be here this weekend, but I will be here tonight because you know why? We're celebrating, and I hope you are able to come. If not, catch me on the the replay. I'm inviting my writing buddy. Her name is Ann Harrison. I did an interview with her and her story. Ann is the friend I always talk about. She's blind, and I keep saying that because we are sighted. We really may not have any handicaps, and even if we do, I love her so much because she has been my inspiration since 2014 when we met in Camp NaNoWrimo. We was on Twitter and I was talking about it. And it was regular Nano in November, and she was asking me questions about it, and I told her. And we've been friends since 2014. We talk almost every day. That's my best friend. So we're really good. You know, she's family, and she's gonna join me tonight. And the reason why she's my inspiration, she do not allow her handicap. Now, our handicap may be excuses of everyday living, but she do not allow her handicap to slow her down, to stop her from writing. She has several published books out there. She's self-published. She does all that herself. She is brilliant. She's amazing. So she's going to be with me tonight. We're going to be here live hosting our celebration at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. And we're going to have some games and all that little goody stuff. And I'm trying to debate if I'm going to probably try to give out a nano gift to someone who is in attendance. I'm working on it right now. But the schedule will be set up immediately after this stream. And we will have some writing sprints too, because I want everyone to use every opportunity they have to get those word counts in. So that should be fun. This will be my first live party I'm hosting. I really like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you like it. Do you like how I got it divided into weeks? And it's really, really good, especially during the nano time. And then I didn't want to overwhelm the writers because we already overwhelmed with trying to get 50,000 words in 1 month. So I say, well, I give them an introduction to what to expect during the week, and a tip to help keep pushing your words forward, and one haiku a day. And like I said, that haiku is a catalyst. It is a prompt to get you to think something to help you to write your story. So I wrote it like that, and I wanted it to stay simple. And I had fun, and I used that when I first started Nano, and I wrote it back in 2019 because I was like, when I wake up, I would hit writer's block, or I'm looking at a blank screen and I'm like, what am I write about? So to clear my mind, because my mind was all over the place, I focused on something real simple, which was a haiku, which allowed me to silence out the noise and just become one in the silence of my moment. So yeah, I'm so glad you like it. I wanted to keep it very simple and wanted to help someone. So anyway, I'm not going to talk you to death. I want you to get to start writing. I'm going to be doing other things because I actually finished mine, and I want to prepare for tonight. And I'm also going to be working on my haiku book. So let's start off with a 10-minute writing warm up. Okay, that finished our warm up, 10-minute warm up. So while you were writing, I was organizing how I was going to write my second haiku book that I'm working on. And I found out a way. I found my method. So I'm working on that while you're writing, and I might actually get some words in. I know I had a few written, but I can't remember what I put them. But now everything is going in my program, Dabble. I really love that program. So if you're looking for a good word program to organize your writing, and it's also integrated with NaNoWrimo, that it will take your word count and automatically update it. You can set your goals, you can set your um, time and stuff like that. And one thing I noticed yesterday for the first time is when I was writing, it actually count how many pages you wrote per chapter or scene. So I'm beginning to really like this program. So anyway, I what was your word count? How did you do on this warm up? Oh my gosh, Unicorn, that's good. That is really good. Congratulations. You did really good this morning. You are ready. So yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I can't wait for it to come out. Plus I'm gonna do my own book cover. That's something I've been working on too. So I want to learn how to do book covers, and oh my goodness. Yes, Patch, that is beautiful. 407. And sometimes free writing is the best writing because I had to do that several times during the past week in order to get going and get those thoughts clear out my head. And to be honest with you, even though I finished yesterday, in my mind, I'm still a little conflicted with the murderer, because it took me by surprise. But I'm not too sure if I want that person to be the murderer. So I'm battling with that internally inside my head. And I think hopefully by the time I go back to it, because I'm trying to give myself only 2 weeks break from it. I want to do work on my board, my Pinterest board, when I bring all my characters to life, and I'm gonna share that tonight during our party. And and I want to do a lot of reading within my genre too, so I can get some other ideas. And when I go and start to rewrite, I can really break it down even more, be more descriptive on a lot of other things. But right now, I'm still in conflict about my murderer. So I don't know. We'll see how that go. So let's get started on a 20-minute. We're gonna do one 20-minute writing sprint. You ready? Let's write. Okay, that completes our 20-minute writing sprint. So share with me your word count. In the meantime, I was working on topics. I'm brainstorming how I want to do my next haiku book. And I think I'm going to go the same pattern I did with Echoes and Whispers. It's going to be divided into days with a weekly topic reflecting on something. Um, so I'm just going through some lists of things, topics that I can include, and what's more important to the individuals, because it's really going to be focused on the person. And so that's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm trying to think what else. I do have a title, but it's a working title. I'm not going to share at this moment, but I will eventually share. What else I'm trying to do? Like I said, it's going to be focused on the individual, and each week is going to represent like maybe self, people, which is include relationships. Um, in those different categories is going to be different topics that you go through. That's going to be based on a haiku, but it's all in gratitude as well. So anyway, yeah, that was our first 20-minute writing sprint, and I thought it was pretty amazing that I was able to brainstorm and start a whole new project, which is good because they say you need to take a break from what you're working on once you completed that goal. Put it aside, let it marinate for a while. Most people say give it 2 to 3 months before you go back to the project that you're working on. I don't think I'm gonna give it that long. I don't want to give it that long because I have some personal deadlines I made for myself. So I want to go back through the revision in 2 weeks. I might give myself 3 weeks, but I sort of want to put this, have most of the editing done, and I wanted to share with some beta readers probably in maybe mid October, because in November I'm gonna start working on book 2 of this cozy mystery. Oh, Hatch, that's good. Oh my gosh, 798. That's amazing. Seems like you just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. That's great. I'm so proud of you. Yes. You almost got 1,000. Can you imagine you got all this done before you actually start your day off with the world? That is good. And that is protected time. Something I learned through my writing coach. She said, as writers, we need protected time. And that means that time that you dedicate to yourself or to your writing where you don't have any distraction from anything else. That time that you value. That means if someone calls you up, you can't talk because this is your time. So I'm proud of you. That is really good. So now we're going to let's do a 12-minute writing sprint, and then we're going to wrap it up with a 7-minute writing sprint. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, that completes it. I can't remember if that was our 7 minute wrap up. Was it? I was so focused on writing and organizing my haiku book, I lost track of time. Oh, so unicorn, you're you decided to change your tense to save your voice. I remember when you first told me about dictating, and I tried it that one time when I was in the car, and I did not like it. But you missed it. It was one of the a week later. I had talked about it. I tried it when I was alone at home in my bedroom. I love it. I love it. And I think using dictation for a while, I felt like, oh, I was cheating myself because I wasn't writing. No, I was just using another method, and I love that method. And I want to thank you for suggesting it because I was able to get a lot of my words in. And at this particular time, my characters was like coming alive in my head. It was like I can hear their conversation. So, and it was coming so fast, I couldn't really sit there and type it. So I got my diction out. I used my notes app on my phone, and I dictated, and I was talking, and I felt like, wow, I'm talking in two people, and it came so easily. I did find this app on Android in comparison to the iPhone Siri, because she don't get my diction right, that Southern talk and the tongue tied and all that other. But this other program I seen on I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna share it with y'all probably tonight. I'm gonna look it up. And using Google Assistant or Google Voice, oh my God, it got everything correct and it saved me. And that is a great alternative to writing because it's still your story, it's still your thoughts, still, I'm getting tongue tied. And I love it. So, yes, dictation is amazing. Thank you. So, when you catch yourself in one of those tight moments where you really can't write, or your characters are talking so fast and doing their own thing, talk it out. And if you have a problem with dialogue, because a friend of mine sent me her script because she's so good at dialogue, and that's I have a quite a bit dialogue in my story, so I'm gonna read her script. She's a screenwriter, and just get some ideas in dialogue. And I also noticed that when I'm doing the dictation on my phone, I'm talking in a dialogue and it just comes so naturally. So imagine being able to write that natural is amazing. So yeah, I love it and I truly appreciate you sharing that. That is wonderful. Yes, great. Uh Yeah, try it out. But my recommendation is try to find your place of comfort because I was driving in my mind, even though my characters was talking to me while I was driving, but it was sort of a distraction because I had to keep my eyes on the road and I will forget and I forget and I get tongue tied because I try to I don't know if it was trying to be so precise in what my characters were saying, but I found it much easier when I was alone in my room. My door was closed. I didn't have to worry about anything around me. It was just me and my characters. I closed my eyes. And if anyone saw me, actually going through this process, they would say, she lost her mind. Who's she talking to? But it was perfect. It was. I just enjoyed it. So that's my backup. I love it. So, anyway, ladies, I just want to say thank you for joining me. This was our last early morning writing sprint for July Camp NaNoWrimo. Just for July Camp NaNoWrimo. I will be back on Monday. We will continue with our writing sprints. I will continue to encourage you to keep going. And please, if you can, join us tonight. Tonight at 6 o'clock Central and 6 o'clock Central and 7 p.m. And just for being here, because I am going to hold a random drawing, just for being here and being a part of my channel, I'm adding your names into my random drawing list. So just in case you don't make it, you do have an opportunity to win a CampNaNo prize. Okay? So I want y'all to keep writing, keep joining me, keep spreading the word, and be sure to click my newsletter. There's a link in the description. Subscribe to my newsletter and keep you updated with what's going on in my writing life, my books. You will also have an opportunity as a part of my subscription to help me choose what book covers I shall put out on my books and other contests going on with my followers. So until then, I want you all to have a wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend. If you can't go anywhere, just sit out on your porch or in the back if you can and get some sunshine. Hopefully, it won't be raining where you're at. And I will see you tonight, and I will see you on Monday. Happy writing.